I'm breaking down the January housing numbers for you today for my top 5 communities here in the West Valley, and the 2025 market is already showing some really interesting trends. Prices are up in some areas, but others have way more homes sitting on the market than we normally see. One 55 plus community that I'm going to cover today saw a 27% jump in pricing, while another has 10 months of inventory. So we're going to cover all of that in today's video. These top 5 communities that I'm going to cover today are my opinion. So it's based off of where they're located, how close are they to schools and shopping, healthcare, and our freeways. Some are off to a really strong start, and then there's others that are seeing more homes sit on the market. So I'm going to start with my personal favorite today, and that is Verrado. This is a master plan community located in Buckeye, Arizona. It has a both all ages portion and a 55 plus active adult portion that goes by the name of Victory. It has 2 18-hole golf courses here. We have pools, fitness center, miles of hiking trails, and it sits at the base of the White Tank Mountains, so it has really incredible views. There's lots of palm trees. The schools, shopping, and restaurants are all within the community, so it's highly sought after here in the West Valley. It's my #1 community, and I'm going to cover the all ages portion of Verrado first. Our average sale price in January was $627,749. We had 24 homes sell in January with another 21 pending. And last year, this time, we had only 18 sales in January. So that's a good start to 2025, in my opinion. We have 116 active listings currently, which equates to about 4 months of inventory. And our average day on the market in January was 110 days. Average sale price from 2024 to 2025 ticked up by about 2.2%. Moving on to Victory, which is their 55 plus portion of Verrado, our average sale price in January was $818,499, and that was a 27% increase in sales from last January. That was primarily due to what I believe was a record home sale in Victory, coming in at $1.725 million. It was a David Weekley home right on the golf course with stunning views of the mountains here. It was a formal model home, so it had all the bells and whistles. And we did have 8 homes sell in January compared to 6 last January. So things are starting off really good in Victory, as we have another 11 homes pending. We have 57 active listings with an average day on the market hovering around 90 days, and that's pretty much been how it's been for the last quarter. However, I will tell you that the golf course homes, like the one that sold for $1.725 million, got snapped up really quickly in a matter of 8 days. And I think the average day on the market is closer to 50 days for January. We did have one outlier that was on the market for quite some time. So if we toss out the one outlier, we're looking at closer to 50 days on the market. So I'll definitely keep an eye on that going forward as we move into our selling season here in Arizona. Our next community is called Vistancia. That's located in Peoria, Arizona. It's another very popular community with 2 golf courses, pools, shopping, schools, and restaurants, all right inside the community. It has an all ages portion and a 55 plus portion called Trilogy. So let's start with the all ages section first. The average sale price increased again in January to $865,349. That's a 24% increase over January of 2024. We had 14 homes sell in January compared to 19 last January and 19 in December. So a little slowdown there, but not much. Inventory is ticked up to about 132 active listings compared to 98 in December, which is due to quite a bit of new construction that's coming in online. We have just under 6 months of inventory right now, with an average day on the market of about 77 days. If we move on to Trilogy, which is their 55 plus portion of the community, and that's gated, and it also does have a golf course. This does not have any new building in here anymore. So this is kind of steady. Average sale price in January decreased just a little bit to $698,778. This is a 4.5% decrease over last January, and a decrease from December when it was $706,474. So we did have 18 homes sell, which is better than last year this time. And it's about flat from December when we had 19 home sales. So inventory is kind of remaining flat at just under 6 months of inventory, with 77 active listings to choose from, and an average day on the market at about 76 days. Our next community is in Goodyear, Arizona. This is another really gorgeous master plan community called Estrella Mountain Ranch. It has 2 large lakes in their all ages portion. And then in their active adult area called Cantamia, they have 9 smaller little lakes. It's nestled up to the Sierra Estrella Mountains. So you have really beautiful views there. They do have a golf course, shopping, schools, and restaurants all right inside of the community. If we talk about the all ages portion first, average sale price in January was $589,509. This is a 12% decrease over last January. And this average also included a home that sold in January for $1.725 million, which was a custom home on almost a half an acre. So if we remove that outlier, our average sale price in Estrella was probably closer to $518,000, $540,000. We had 17 homes sell compared to 21 in December, and last January home sales were a bit stronger than this year. There are 135 active listings in here right now, with an average stay on the market of about 96 days, and inventory levels are around 5 months of inventory right now. If we move on to Cantamia in Estrella Mountain Ranch, that's their 55 plus portion of the community. It is gated. Average sale price in January came in at $439,727, which is a 4.68% decrease over last January. We had only 4 home sales in January compared to 6 in December, and we're not seeing a whole lot of movement in here, and inventory does continue to increase because they are still building in there. To compare, when we started in January of 2024, we had just over 3 months of inventory, and today we have 56 active listings in there, and that brings us to just over 10 months of inventory. A beautiful community in Goodyear called PebbleCreek. This one is strictly 55 plus active adult. It's a gated community. It has 3 golf courses. It's close to freeways, shopping, restaurants. It's very centrally located, and it's super amenity heavy. So there's lots to do in that community. Average sale price in January was $631,534. This is an 8.26% increase over last January. We had 21 home sales compared to 14 in December, and another 28 pending. So things are really moving in this community still, and prices continue to go up. We have 104 active listings currently, with an average day on the market of about 65 days. Inventory did tick up just a hair to just under 5 months, but overall, this community is still very strong in terms of buyer desire. And out of the communities in the West Valley, this community has the most pickleball courts. So they have 36 pickleball courts. So this is a big draw to that community if you are a fan of pickleball. The last community I'm going to cover today is Sterling Grove. This community has both an all ages and 55 plus living. They have an 18-hole golf course. They have a spa, fitness center, restaurants. It's close to shopping and has great freeway access as well. Average sale price in January was $797,500. However, we had 2 home sales, and there are 5 more pending, which is actually good news because it's better than November and December when we only had 1 sale in each of those months. Price in here has held fairly stable year over year, but it did decrease just a hair. We have 47 active listings right now. 13 of those are new builds. So we have about 9 months of inventory in there. Last year, there were only 55 home sales all year. So this community, in my opinion, is off to kind of a slow start in terms of sales since it started. And while I can't say exactly what that is, I will tell you that Sterling Grove does have a mandatory social club fee of about $5,000, and their HOA fees are around $435 a quarter, if I'm accurate. And there's also a rec center fee of about $150 a month. So this may make this community a little more difficult to get into for those cost-sensitive buyers. All of these communities I've mentioned today have videos that you can go back and watch and learn about them and see what the homes and amenities look like. So please be sure to check those out. I'll put links in the description below. That wraps up this video. I hope you found this helpful. My name is Michelle Seymour, and I am an Arizona realtor that covers the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. And I get phone calls every day from people just like you that are thinking about making the move here to Arizona. So whether you're thinking about moving in the next day, week, or even a month from now, please send me an email. You can shoot me a text or give me a call, and I'd be more than happy to help you. Also, if this is your first time to my channel, Or if you're one of those people that have been following along with me for a while, but you've yet to subscribe, please be sure to hit the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about anything new happening here in Arizona. Until next time, thanks for joining me today.